Prakritim vashtbhay vishrajami puna puna. Prakritim swam vishtbhay vishrajami puna puna. Dear friends, welcome to this meditation on presence, on finding out who you really are. What we call I am. Who am I? What do I want? What is my purpose? What am I grateful for? The most common expression in every language is I. I'm in love. I like this movie. I dislike war, terrorism. What is this I? And where is I? Now, if you're standing 10 feet away from me and I ask you, where are you? You are probably likely to raise your hand and say, I'm here, wherever you are. And if I asked you, where is Deepak? And if you can see me somewhere, you're likely to point at me and say, you are there. This is an illusion, because there is no I inside your body. I cannot be found inside the brain or the body. This is part of what we call the hard problem of consciousness. We cannot locate in one place, in either space or time, the identity of that which we call I. I. I can't be found in the body. I can't be found in the brain. So, if I'm the observer, or the thinker, or the experiencer that I call I, it is not to be found in the body. And yet all of us want to know, who am I? Where am I? When am I? The observer can't be found in the body. The experiencer can't be found in the body. The perceiver can't be found in the body. The seer can't be found in the body. This can mean only two things. Either there is no observer or perceiver, which is ridiculous because you know that you're observing, perceiving the world. You're observing your body. You can also observe your mind. You're observing that which we call the world. So if you can't be found in your body, there is only one other possibility. That you, the real you, the I, is not in your body. So where are you? Where is I? The great spiritual traditions tell us that I is non-local. It has no location in space and no existence in time. So, if I has no particular location in space-time, then where is it? Where are you? Where are you hiding? Where am I? Where am I hiding? Going back to the non-dual traditions, it is said, I am not in the body. The body is in me. I'm not in the mind. The mind is in me. I'm not in the world. The world is in me. I quote now a phrase in Sanskrit from the wisdom traditions. Prakritim swam vashtabai vishrajami puna puna. Prakritim swam vashtabai vishrajami puna puna. Curving back within myself, I recreate myself. I create the body. I create the mind. And I create the world. So, me, is beyond space and time. It is timeless. It is immortal. Water cannot wet it, wind cannot dry it, weapons cannot shatter it, fire cannot burn it. It is ancient, it is unborn, and it is not subject to birth or death. What is born and dies is a continuum of experiences which are simply sensations, images, feelings, thoughts, sense perceptions. These come and go like a blink in the eye. When we give continuity to these experiences, we create a storyline. And that story becomes what we call a person. But in the deeper reality, that which we call a person is a flashing dream in the true self. In I. With your eyes open, just become aware of the objects that are around you. Look at objects, the paintings, the artworks, or whatever objects that meet your gaze. The colors, the shapes, the forms that you see. Be aware and move your eyes from one form, one color, one object to the other. And as you do so, once in a while, remove the focus of your gaze from the objects to the space that engulfs them. And remember, the same space engulfs your body and your mind. As you're looking at these objects around you, just turn your attention with soft eyes, unfocused, not to the objects, but to the space. You will realize that that space is the only non-changing factor in the impermanent continuum of changing scenery. The objects change every time you shift your focus of attention. That's also true, even if you didn't shift your focus of attention, because the objects are perceptions over time. As you gaze at these objects, which are actually perceptual fluctuations in you, in consciousness, even as you gaze at these objects and then turn your attention with soft eyes to the space that engulfs them, recognize that the space has no boundaries. The space is unbounded. You are right now in a room, and the boundaries right now are the walls of this room. But the space outside the room and inside the room is the same space. The space, it is Chit-Akash. Akash means boundless space, and Chit means imbued with consciousness, with awareness. Chit-Akash. The space is the silent witness of all that was, all that is, and all that will be. It is the deep, dark mystery of time. So where are you? You're in the space. The space right in front of you is not separate from the space in the galaxies or the space between the galaxies. Interstellar space. You don't have to travel outside into interstellar space to recognize that the space right in front of you, 1 inch in front of you, or 47 billion light years away from you, is exactly the same space. If you understand this, then this space has secrets to reveal. It is the immeasurable potential of all that was, all that is, and all that will ever be. Chit-Akash. It is referred to as the Akashic record. Why? Because in the space right in front of you, behind you, on the left of you, on the right of you, above you, below you, in every direction, is the deep, dark mystery of time. Past, present, future is right in front of you, and behind you, and above you, and below you, in all directions. You are this moment engulfed in infinity. Boundless, timeless. Now, if you learn to communicate with this Chit-Akash, with the Akashic record, instill it and imbue it with intention, or even a question, any thought, because this space is non-local and infinite, it also has infinite organizing power. It is consciousness. Consciousness has infinite organizing power. It is also, over time, evolving into space-time objects. Every object that has a location in space or time is actually a modulation or a fluctuation of the space. The space self-regulates its expressions, self-organizes its expressions. It is omnipresent. It is omniscient. It is omnipotent. It is now here, and it is also nowhere. In particular, it is at all times fully aware of itself as it curves back on itself. It evolves as the universe. So if you want to know who you really are, then you have to know that you are a timeless being now here. Not in your body, but in the space. When you find yourself as a timeless being in Chit-Akash, you will recognize that you and the world, you and the universe are one. Prakritim Vashtabhai Vishrajami Puna Puna. Prakritim Swam Vishtabhai Vishrajami Puna Puna. The great Western philosopher Wittgenstein said, "Our life is a dream. We are asleep, but once in a while we wake up enough to know that we are dreaming." The Buddha said, "This lifetime of ours is transient as autumn clouds. To watch the birth and death of beings is like looking at the movements of a dance. A lifetime is like a flash of lightning in the sky, rushing by like a torrent down a steep mountain." My friends, it is time to wake up from the dream. The air that you breathe is your breath. The earth right now is recycling as your body. The rivers and waters of our planet are your circulation. And the atoms in your body were born in the crucible of burning stars. Why do you say, me and the world? Me and the universe? You are the universe. In Sanskrit, we say, Aham Brahmasmi. I am the universe. Even though we artificially divide mind and body and world as separate entities, they're all actually Chit-Akash, one boundless, infinite space that also contains the deep dark of time. As Rumi said, God's language is silence. Everything else is a poor translation. Rumi also said, we come spinning out of nothingness, scattering stars like dust. Look at these worlds spinning out of nothingness. This is you. How do you still the mind? Just turn your attention from objects to space. That's it. And you'll see that space by itself is silent. Space by itself is non-changing, is the silent witness. If you shift your attention or awareness and embed it in the space, you will become the space. I am the universe. Aham Brahmasmi. From now on, anytime you're distressed, shift your attention from whatever is distracting you, and with soft eyes, be aware of the space that you are engulfed in. That space engulfs the whole universe and all its objects. From every thought right to the Milky Way galaxy and the spaces that we call interstellar. One space, many artificial boundaries. And when you return to the space right in front of you with soft eyes, remember who you truly are. You are the universe playing at being human. Aham Brahmasmi. I am the universe.